This is a Godzilla 2010 production, and do a barrel roll! Hey guys, this is Godzilla 2010, and we're doing a review here. I normally use my camera, but I have a new Windows 8 computer, and it doesn't work with that camera. It's not compatible with it, and so all my video files recorded by camera can't be played on my computer. I can only see it as an audio file, and so I can't do anything with my camera. I don't have my old screen recorder from my old PC because that, computer kind of died. And so this is really the only way I can, make videos for now. So I'm gonna have to see if there's never, I'm gonna probably get like a new camera or something, or some way to make my camera, work with Windows 8. And if you know how to like make this kind of stuff compatible, then just kind of say in the comments, and I'll tell you what kind of camera it is, and just tell me what to do to make it compatible. And I've tried, doing Google search and stuff, but it's just not working for me. But anyways, we're gonna review Tacit Ronin, the new Neca Grim figure. And given that buzzing noise stopped there, I was getting really worried. But I was gonna go for the entire video. So it's kind of hard to do because I can't see what I'm doing here. So I might as well just start off with detail. He's pretty well detailed. When we first got the prototype images, he looked pretty bad. I'm gonna admit, he looks actually really bad. His paint job was kind of sloppy, but they definitely improved him quite a bit. He looks pretty good actually. And then put his little blade back in here. I'm gonna talk about that later. But you can see quite a bit of detail went into him. You can see like all sorts of little scratches everywhere. The usual stuff that Neca does with Pacific Rim figures, and even have like little thing here with like the black and silver on it. Actually make it look like metal. It's pretty cool. How do you do that? Generally the detail, it's pretty good overall. I don't have any specific complaints unless I see something right here. And okay, just like a little faceplate thing, like the orange on his face. That's not very well detailed. Well, they tend not really pay too much attention to those anyways. You never really do. Another thing I've just noticed is, they kind of really don't put, like, you see these little free things here? Yeah, I don't know why, but they only put silver on the tips of them, instead of doing the thing they usually do, which is kind of odd, but whatever. But yeah, they definitely paid close attention, because there's even, like, a little spot here of, like, gold on his little shoulder. I don't know if you can see that, but, yeah, it's definitely very well detailed. And it's supposed to be there because it's like a little, hold out line for it. So yeah, it's definitely cool how they got all that in. There's one guy here. Definitely a lot of detail, it's pretty good. So there's like a few minor nitpicks, but it's minor stuff. So, for articulation, he is pretty well articulated. Main complaint is really, his leg here. If I can, see what I'm doing. It just kind of wobbles. While the other one, it's pretty firm in. It's not, like super loose or anything. It's gonna stay in well. I'm just concerned about this. Because of how loose it is. Just, seriously, I would just go like this. You can see it's just moving like crazy. Yeah, so he can stand. Which is good. I have had some problems with, Jaeger's standing. They tend to be very hard to stand up. This guy does tend to do, pretty well. It's probably because, what his foot is here. But, yeah, he definitely does stand up perfectly fine on his own. He doesn't need support or anything. I even have him, like, leaning backwards, actually. I lean him forward, upright a little more. There we go. That's a little better. And he's still doing perfectly fine. He doesn't seem to be, ready to fall over. It's just that one leg there. It's kind of bothering me. So, now I've gone over that little thing there. Music articulation, the head spins. Pretty basic stuff. Hopefully I'm getting this in the camera view. And, I'm trying to keep my microphone close to me, but it's kind of hard with the computer in the way. Yeah, hopefully I can get a camera that's compatible with Windows 8, because this is just a pain. I know it doesn't look any better than it feels recording right now. Yeah, so his arm is actually really stiff. And only it does that, and you can go up and down. Wow, I thought there was a lot more of this. Hey, I'm not liking this arm articulation right here. But it's a lot better right here. This can, yeah, do like a full 360 here. And does it even bend in? No, not quite. It only bends here, at the elbow. But, you know, it's normal. And the hand, it's not a bolt joint. It just kind of spins around, really. Which isn't bad, but you just gotta get a little stuck by the blade. Can't even move it that much. So I can't do a full 360 because of the blade here. And is it the same for the other arm? Yeah. This arm's a little looser, though. But this arm isn't even moving at all. Look, jeez. Yeah, it can go up and down, but it's very limited, definitely. Very limited. You know, obviously 2 points. Not quite good at all. Let's see. His waist can do a full, well, maybe it can. It's very stiff. I don't want to break it, so I'm not going to mess around with it too much, but it's kind of stiff. Probably could, but yeah, I just don't want to, you know, break it at all. I don't want to break my vein here. Yeah, you can tell the legs are going to be limited because of these 2 little wires. It's, you know, it's kind of how these Jaeger, you know, Mark 1 Jaegers were. Their legs didn't have much, you know, articulation. They weren't very easy to move. They're kind of slower Jaegers, really. They weren't like Mark 5, you know, like Striker Eureka, or they're like super fast and stuff. Or Crimson Typhoon was pretty good, you know, the legs. Here, the legs are definitely very articulated on Crimson Typhoon. You can tell they know what they're doing. Like, that's the only Jaeger that can legit actually kick something, which is pretty cool. And you can tell they can do that by, you know, like the thing where they, how they throw what was his name? Otachi? Yeah, Otachi, yeah. I haven't seen Pacific Rim or gone over any of, you know, the stuff in a while. It's been a very long time since I've done anything Pacific Rim related. But yeah, his legs do move a little bit. You know, the wire vein seems to stay in place, but you can't move too much of his leg. But that's why the knees here, because it can do this. You can move this little thing here. And if you keep that still, you can move this too. So there's 2 points in the knee, which is definitely interesting. I didn't think they would need 2 points in the knee, and like the hands, this is actually on a bolt joint. You can do this, and, you know, spin around, which is kind of an interesting idea for a foot. You know, having a ball joint. Definitely something I didn't think of, you know, that they would ever do. But yeah. And that's about it for his articulation. So it's, what do you expect? Pretty good. Just, yeah, this one knee is bothering me insanely. Just how unstable it is. I'm just not liking it whatsoever. Not at all. So yeah, articulation's pretty good. Just, yeah, if you guys have this, be, you know, careful with this leg. You want to just test this, do this. And you should know which one's unstable. You know, it might just be mine. But, you know, just be careful when you're taking out, you know, the packaging, or, you know, whenever you're messing around with it. It may be a little unstable, but, you know, just, if you want to check, just do this. It's pretty easy to do. Just take it and check it around a little bit. That's how you know. Yeah, if it's moving as much as mine is, you probably have, you know, the same problem that I do. But I don't know if it's just mine or, like a whole thing you messed up with this, but hopefully not. Hopefully it's just mine. I got a little unlucky, but whatever. So, yeah, there's kind of one thing that's bothered me insanely, but let's get into, you know, little accessories and cool little things you can do with them. It's kind of a new category that's only specifically for riggers that can do stuff like this. And I mentioned it before, you can pop out the blade. Like, here we go. That one went flying. It's like just going like crazy there. I would do like instant replay or something, I don't know, if I feel like editing at all. And just look at that. That blade just popped right out. So you can clearly see the difference. You know, it's pretty obvious. So you can see this little thing here. And that's where it goes into. So first you put this into here, and then you just push it back in. As far as it goes, which is about here. It goes just about this far. And let's try it for the other one. No, yeah, this one's not stiff at all. It just comes right out for me. Just go, if you're not, you know, doing too well, just wiggle it out a little bit. And now for actual having blades or, you know, any sharp thing to cut kaiju with, this is definitely the best out of, you know, Neca's done. With, you know, Juicy Danger with the swords, I didn't really like what they did with it, where you have to, like, pop it into a little peg hole. I just didn't like that because I know if you're going to be doing stop motion, that's going to be, like, your worst enemy. And, with Princess Typhoon, they didn't even try. They didn't even, like, add any spinning blades or anything. What was it called? Like, it was, like, the Thunderstorm? Or something? No, it's, like, the thing they called it when they turned all, you know, 3 hands in the blade and you started spinning around like crazy. Yeah, I definitely need to rewatch that movie. Definitely need to. I only have it on DVD, and yeah, DVDs, they're not that good. But, you know, just the quality, it's not as good as it seems. You haven't seen good quality until you have a Blu-ray. If anyone knows, the DVDs aren't that good. But, yeah, they just pop right out. These buttons, yeah. It's really good for stop motion because, you know, it functions the way it would be if we saw more of him in the movie. And, you know, it works out well. It goes right back in perfectly fine. You know, like it normally would. It's exactly how it would be if we saw in the movie. Which we didn't really get. Well, we saw him for a little bit, but we didn't get to see the blades in action. But you can kind of tell that's what it would have been if we saw it. So, you know, hey, it's gonna be like a Pacific Rim prequel. Yeah, I know there was like the comic book series, and you may have briefed over it in novelization, but yeah, I would definitely go see a Pacific Rim prequel. It has, you know, very high prequel potential. Because they kind of dropped us off at the end of the war, really. So, you know, they could do a sequel, and then maybe for a third one they could do a prequel. Because I really like that if they did. That'd be amazing. Yeah, a prequel would be just perfect, honestly, for a series. They just set up amazingly for a prequel, but that's just me, you know, saying they need a prequel, and yeah, I know some people who agree with me on that one, but, you know, and I might as well do a size comparison, since I brought a guy down who is terrible at standing up, so I just threw him down, to be honest. And here is Striker Eureka, who I think is the Mark V version of this guy here. If I can get him to stand up. Yes, he kind of has the same wobbly leg situation. And did I break my finger? Oh, it's from his knee here. It's like all bent. What did I do to him? Poor Striker. What did I do to your knee there? I'm gonna have, like, heat it up and, you know, he was back in place. Oh, darn it. I think I broke my guy here. Great. Oh, I can't even stand him up. Come on, Striker. Come on. I just can't stand him up. His knee's too broken. Yeah, that kind of stinks, but genuinely, yeah, I mean, he does pair up, you know, nice with your Jaegers, and the Kaiju series have been quite off with a size comparison, so I didn't bring any down because I know it's not gonna be very fair at all. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, he does pair up nice with your every Jaegers. It's to be expected. Jaegers have been, you know, pretty good with their size comparison. They definitely have. That's one thing they've done well with the Jaegers. And my computer just blacked out on me. Yeah. Okay. I like how he's still standing. Okay, good. It's still recording. Great. Is it? I'm kind of worried now. Okay, it is. Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm not very good on time because my copyright strike thing went down finally. It's finally expired. So I can talk about this stuff as long as I want. So yeah, I'm definitely happy about that. Anyways, back to this guy. Yeah. Let's see, what else could I talk about? I haven't done a review in a while, so I'm just trying to remember all my categories. Oh yeah, pricing. He isn't, you know, a good price. Like, around $20. You really shouldn't be spending any more than $30 on him. Yeah, you can probably buy them for Toys R Us on Amazon, eBay, you know, wherever you want to buy them. Whatever is your preference, you know. Definitely get the, oh, yeah, here's the thing, your Pacific Rim guys, if you're new to this, you know, line, the boxes are a pain open. I'm serious. Like, the plastic they use, it's really hard to open. Like, you can't open it with your hand. It's impossible. You need, like, scissors, and it's even still kind of difficult with those. At least for me. I don't know, it's just the way they made the boxes for the Zero Grim series, it's just hard. And even with Godzilla 2014, like that NECA figure, man, that was hard to open. Like seriously, just the plastic on the back of it is really hard. But if you want to open it, flip it on its back, cut it open from the back, and like cut the top. So let's say this is the box here. Just cut from the top. Cut the sides here, and just peel it down. Take out the paper, and take out the plastic like tints your figure thing, whatever it is. I don't quite remember. Or just your figure, and when you're pretty much done. That's just how you open the boxes. And I'm just gonna, yeah, haha. Yeah. Anyways, so one more complaint. I don't know what's they were thinking here, but we have one closed fist, which would have been good if they were both closed. That's okay. We have one open hand, which would have been good if they were both like that. And we only have one of each. So either like you make the fingers articulated, or you give us two sets of hands, one closed and one open, like SH Monster Arts. I don't know what they were thinking when they did this. You either pick one or the other, or give us two sets of hands. That's your options, NECA. Those are your options. Choose everyone. I don't care. As long as I don't. This is not an option. Either double sets, or pick one. I don't care what you decide. Just one of those options. That's all I'm gonna say. And no, NECA, you do listen to the reviews. I know you do this. I heard you have many times in the past before. And so yeah. Just well, another option is to make the fingers articulated, but yeah, that's a little harder to do. I've seen very few figures that actually do that. It looks like the fingers are kind of big. You don't tend to do that at all. Like with this guy, I wouldn't expect it, to be honest. I really wouldn't. The fingers are just way too small for them to all be articulated. But yeah, at least make it consistent, at least. But that's kind of it. Just a few more complaints of the leg and like the glass on his face, the orange part. This needs more detail. They haven't done too much with these face plates at all, really. So I'm gonna start calling them. The hands really need not be closed or open with both of them there. It's just not right. And yeah, the articulation can be stiff at some points. And yes, please give more arm articulation, like up here, please, because I don't want to just go like this. Alright, go up and down. I want to kind of move them up and. This is not enough for me. I want to make this do a full 360. Because I just can't. Like, this is all you've given me to work with. Which isn't bad, but man, you might as well just not put anything here at all if you're going to give us that kind of quality of articulation. That's how it is. So, yeah, that's just what I have to say. And there's not much I really, can talk about this guy. He's, basically Mark Lundyaker. I didn't get to see too much of him in the movie, so I can't really, say too much. I can't do any reenactions or poses. Except for the one where he looks up, like he's killed the kaiju. He's looking up, he's like, yeah, I feel achieved now. I did something, and my computer died again. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the best you can do. I would have to have like an image up here, but I think that's pretty good for what it's supposed to be. How to come on the camera there. Yeah, good enough. Good enough for me. Let's put him over here, actually. Maybe that might be a little easier to see. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please tell me if you had this leg plot, problem. Yeah, I can't even talk. Yeah. Just the problem here. I'm not liking it at all. Actually, is it not put in right? Hang on. I think it's a. Yeah, I don't think it's just put in right at all. You can kind of see the difference there. Yeah. But the hair articulation is almost. I'm not sure what's better. This guy's hair articulation or Crimson Typhoon's. They're both pretty equal. And I just hit my not my camera on my computer here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the camera problem fixed. It's just annoying, you know. It's not compatible with Windows 8. Quite a problem. But hopefully I did my best here. You know, given, you know, Windows Movie Maker had a webcam option, that definitely saved me quite a bit. Yeah, so it's just a little video I put out here, you know, to keep any fans, if there is any, you know, satisfied. And thanks for 89 subscribers. They really didn't, you know, help out, you know. Give me for this dumb computer stuff. Like, seriously. Windows 8. It isn't compatible with anything. It really isn't. Yeah. Try to keep those Windows 7 computers alive. Try to, yeah. Hopefully Windows 10 comes out and that's a little more compatible with, you know, older stuff. But, you know, I think, yeah, I got my dad a GoPro for Christmas, so maybe I could start using that. I would have to get the GoPro app on my computer, but it's just, you know, a whole big problem, but whatever, you know. I'll just see you guys later. Bye, this guy. He's definitely worth it. As long as you don't have the leg problem. And you might want to return him. Or something if you can. And, yeah, were they worried about him being, like, copy and paste from each side? Because he's not. You see, this is enough to say to me that he didn't just copy and paste the model. Because he clearly didn't. You see, it has this symbol here and not on this side. Oh, I never noticed he has a red mark here. Wow, I just noticed that. I'm so stupid. I legit just noticed that. Does he have it on the other side? Oh, he does! Wow! He has all sorts of detail I haven't even noticed yet. That's actually quite surprising. Okay, Neca, whatever you do with this guy's paint job and, you know, mold, continue with it. Because it's pretty good. Like, he looks great to look at. He is. It's just, you know, using him to be a little on the lower side, but, yeah. But, for overall, yeah, the leg problem in the hands, it kind of brings him down to a 3 point, I want to say a 3.8 or 9, because he feels like he deserves a 4, but when you have as big as problems, you know, the leg and, you know, the hands and that kind of stuff, it really does hammer him down. But if it's just my fear of the leg, then he gets a 4 out of 5. If it not, and the leg is on every figure, then it's only a 3.5 lowest. Really, the detail is so good. You know, I just want to really give him like higher, but you know, I can't give every figure a 4 or 4.5. I feel like I give, you know, figures that a lot actually. But you know, yeah, I just don't want it. He feels like he deserves better, but he has such, like, he has some big problems, definitely. And, yeah, But, yeah, I don't know. Somewhere in the range of 3.5 to 4 out of 5, so, yeah, somewhere in that range. Let's just leave it as that. So, yeah, thanks for watching, who joined. I've said my outro already, and I'll see you guys later.